board gamers, and welcome back to Not Board Gaming. I'm your host, I'm Mark, and first of all, Happy New Year. This is the first Not Board Gaming video of 2021, and we're going to be starting off with an unboxing because my very first board game arrival of the new year has literally just been delivered by the courier, and that is Excavation Earth by Mighty Boards, designed by David Turczi, Wai Yee, with Goron Calleja as well. Now, I backed this on Kickstarter last year. I first saw this game in Essen 2019. I was chatting to David Turczi at Essen, and he told me about the game, said it was a bit like a space-based Indiana Jones game. There's some market manipulation goes on. So I got the obviously the main game. I got the second wave, and I got something else that comes in this bag as well, which I think could be metal coins. So I'm really looking forward to diving into this and learning the game as my first new game to learn in 2021. However, before we do that, what I thought I'd show you is the inside of the box, what you get in Excavation Earth, and let's see if this wets your whistle. So without much further ado, let's dive into Excavation Earth, published by Mighty Boards, designed by David Turczi, Wai Yee, and with Goron Calleja. Oof, this is exciting. So here we can see everything that arrived with my package of Excavation Earth. We have a main game, we have the second wave, we have this bag, we have this punch board as well, and also this errata. I know that there was an errata, or there was a mild error in the rule book, and they've created a sticker that goes over the correct place in the rule book. And I think that's a pretty good way of doing things rather than having to look online for stuff. So let's get this out of the way for the time being, and let's concentrate on the main box of Excavation Earth. So what is Excavation Earth? In Excavation Earth, you lead a faction of alien explorers on a quest to excavate artifacts of human civilization, create the ultimate art collection, and, most importantly, cash in big. Draft and manage your hand of cards to unearth artifacts in dig sites, deploy traders in markets, and manipulate prices to sell at the best time for the highest profit. But don't forget to stay on top of the struggle for political power in the halls of the mothership. Without envoys, your faction risks being edged out of the upcoming land grab when Earth is settled. When the game ends, you want to have the best collection of artifacts in your gallery, one that will wow museums and critics throughout the union of free races. Easy to learn, hard to master, multi-use card system, high player interaction. Ooh. And there we go, we've got all the contents there, and then there is a solo play one double layered zoo faction board and 24 zoo cards, and there we can see a suggested layout. So, without much further ado, let's have a little look at what we get inside the box. There we go. Always a nervous moment with the knife as the cellophane comes off the box. There we go. I don't know if you can see, but the way that it's printed on here, we've got a nice sheen on these two front characters here, which give it a nice depth on the box, and it's a really nice kind of colourful artwork. So, Excavation Earth, the rule book. So what have we got here? We got a rule book that spans some 24 pages. And it looks like it's going to be fairly in-depth. Obviously, we've got a component overview. We've got how to set the game up, and then the game overview, and the game flow, and then each constituent phase broken down nicely. Lots of pictures and pictograms in there. Lots of the text looks nicely spaced out. I do enjoy reading a rule book, so I'm looking forward to kind of breaking into this a little bit later on. And there we go. Rules from page 18 on for the solo mode as well, and how the solo mode plays. You know it's David Turczi, so we know it's going to be a really good solo mode. We have some punch boards here. So we have these various tokens, yellow, orange, teal, red and purple, and of course looks like some coins as well, and I wonder if that's what's in the coin bag I've got there. Also, we've got the board, we'll come back to that in a bit. Look at this fabulous kind of dual layered board here as well, so that things will sit in these recesses. Do like that, stop things sliding around, especially when we start talking about putting kind of wooden pieces on thin cardboard. This isn't thin, this is nice and thick, as you can see, and it's got some nice recess space in there. Same with the player boards. Here we go. So, this isn't a player board, this is like it could be a market board, this. Another recessed market board there, so dual layered with nice recesses, stop things sliding around. That's upside down. There we go, as you can see. You got some Excavation Earth cards here. Don't know, well, these must be player aids. Here we go. That tells you what the various actions do and how you can manipulate stuff. So yeah, to excavate it's yellow, and then that times 2, or that plus 2 Whatever that means, we don't know at this stage. I have seen the game out. I haven't actually played it. I saw it out at Essen and also at Aircon as well earlier this year, but I never got to have a game. So here we go again. The player boards are nice and recessed with some great artwork on the back. Look at that. That's nice looking stuff. Really like the kind of colour scheme on this. It's really quite nice. And this must be the, this is the solo player board. So this is the zoo player board. And the clones for solo mode only. Used with zoo cards. Place the round deck in the outline spaces above. Okay. I'll place the round deck. Not the round deck as in circular, but the round deck. As in which round you're on. Again, some nicely recessed boards on there. So what else do we have? We have some cards. So let's have a look at the card stock and the quality on these cards then. So if you like, obviously, worker placement games and Euro games, then you know that David Turczi, obviously makes exceptional Euro games. I was waiting for 3 games to arrive beginning of 2021, and I was wondering which one would arrive first. I've got Excavation Earth by David Turczi. I've got Anachrony Infinity Box, David Turczi, and I've also got Kanban EV coming by Vital Lacerda, with the solo mode by David Turczi. So a bit of a Christmas Turczi, you could say, was due me. So these are the various cards. We can see they're all in the colours there. I think these will represent various things in the market. There's a nice card stock on that. They're not too thin. They feel nice. I don't know if I'll sleeve. I'm not really a massive sleever there, but they must be some kind of market cards. What else do we have? We have over here, don't know what this is. Replace the travel cards in the main deck with these cards. Okay, so these are some replacement cards by the look of it. So I need to find the travel cards in the main deck and replace it with these cards. So that must be a post-printing thing that's happened. That's okay. That's good. And as you say, you know, these things happen post-print, and it's never too much of a worry when things happen post-print, as long as the publishers kind of do something about it. Same with that little errata sticker just here. If there's an issue in the rulebook, they provided a way to kind of cover up the existing mistake, and which I believe actually changed the entire function of one particular action in the game. And they've given a sticker to do that, and I think that's absolutely fantastic because the game was practically ready to go. And here we have some various cards here. So I don't know what these are. We have those cards. We have the Hollow Movie Deal. And 5 credits for each filled row and each filled column in your gallery. These must be the zoo cards. So these are the 24 solo cards as well. Assign 1 trader to this market if zoo has no traders there already. So these are multi-use or multi-function solo cards, which will obviously, with the deck of 24, will dictate the various actions that the zoo takes in the game for the solo game. And of course, it's a solo-based channel, so I will be predominantly playing solo, if not exclusively playing solo. Now, let's look at some of these wonderful wooden meeples here, because as you can see, there's no sticking stickers on here. They've all got stuff already on there. So these are if you look, remember the front of the box there, we've got these characters, we've got the meeple that represent those characters just there. We have this particular faction. What it is, we don't know. Really nice evocative artwork on there. We've got this thing, which looks like a spider. Don't know what that is. We have this faction. I do like this artwork. It's really, really nice. It's cartoony without being overtly cartoony. I think it's really, really interesting stuff. And finally, this. So some great quality wooden meeples on there. And then, of course, we have various various wooden counters and tokens. So here we have a bag of kind of whatever that is. Various, look like chess pieces almost, but various little pieces in there. Some wooden cubes. And some wooden discs as well. So that's kind of everything that you get in the box, but we haven't had a look at the board yet, have we? So what we will do is I'll just move that out of the way. Of course, there's little packets of silica gel to prevent moisture, and let's have a look at this board then. So we have a nice gatefold kind of board coming on here. Oh, yeah, look at this. And it is a world map, because of course these are an alien races that are coming to have a look at what's find the artifacts in the world. Ah, slightly damaged board. Okay, I'll get onto Mighty Boards about that. That's just one of those things that's happened. I've got a little bit of a damaged board there and there. Not the end of the world. I'll get onto Mighty Boards. Yeah, I've had that happen with boards in the past, not from Mighty Boards, but from other companies, and they've always been really good about issuing replacements. It's just a weird quirk of production there. And we can see the various kind of icons that are on there and where the factions go, etc. So it's a nice looking board. Just a little bit of a shame about that mild production damage, as you can see, just there and there. Not the end of the world. Doesn't stop me playing the game, and I'm sure Mighty Boards will sort that out. Okay, so that's the main box there. Now let's have a look at this. So this is something I either came... It's a promo. There we go, it's some promo. Ooh, pretty boxes. Shuffle each pretty box into the matching artifact supply during setup. When a game effect would place a pretty box onto the map, place it on top of the matching black market stack instead. Okay, so that's kind of the promo that helps you, that came obviously via the Kickstarter. Helps you do little bits in the game. Now, as we saw on the punch boards, there was a punch board of various coins that you can get. Aha! I obviously opted, when I was buying this, for metal coins, because, you know, games are always better with metal coins. And here we go, look at these. These feel great and look great. We've got ones, which are the circular ones here, small circular ones. We've got the fives, which are these here. So you're not going to get them mixed up because they feel inherently different. And then we've got another bag of coins here, where we have the tens. And we have the 50s. These are all great coins, and of course, like all metal coins, it's great to actually use them, not just for the game that you got them for, but for other games as well. And there we go, you can see that the metal coins feel great and look great. Okay, so let's have a look now at what we get in Second Wave. So this was an add-on that you could buy, and Second Wave is the first expansion for Excavation Earth. This expansion contains 4 new gameplay modules which can be used in any combination. There's 2 new factions, there's more achievements, there's an observation barge, and there's wild cards as well. And again, 1 to 4 players. And it tells you what we got in there. So let's have a quick look inside the box, shall we? And hopefully there's a way to get it all inside one box, because as much as I like having fresh boxes of stuff, I do like fitting everything inside one box. Here we go. We've got the Second Wave rulebook, which is just a couple of sheets. Of course, you're going to know the main part of the game by this. So this just tells you new rules here. Wild cards are flexible, and when you take a command action, and wild cards cannot be played to take the survey action. No, there's an addition to the solo mode there as well in terms of what the wild cards do. We have, ooh, this must be the observation barge, I think he said it was called. Look at that. There we go. Again, dual layered board. We have some faction tokens there, so some more faction tokens, and a couple of new faction boards as well. Again, lovely recessed boards. New wooden meeples for the 2 new factions, so we'll have blue and green. And we have, is that upside down? Yep. We have these guys, and we have these guys as well. Some little wooden cubes, which we don't need to worry about. And here we have some more cards. So I don't know whether there's new solo cards in here. Let's have a look. Yep, there's 1 new solo card for the zoo, by the looks of it. And we have some of the other market cards there. And here we have, oh, there's 2 new cards for the zoo, sorry. And here we have some other cards as well. I think I said that was a travel card. And these are here for that. So that's a nice addition. Of course, I'll probably just play with the base game to start off with before I even start thinking about adding any expansions in there, because I need to get the flow of the game down. And that's it. That's what I got in my Excavation Earth package. So that's Excavation Earth. Everything I think you could get at Kickstarter. By Mighty Boards, designed by David Turczi, Wai Yee, and with Goron Calleja. Okay, and there we go. That's my first game, Arrival of 2021. I'm really looking forward to kind of reading the rulebook a little bit later and diving into this. As I said, I've also got Kanban EV coming. I've got the Anachrony Fractures of Time Infinity box coming. I've got a preview copy of Primal arriving very, very shortly as well. So be looking out for some of those reviews in the very, very, very near future. I'm going to spend the next day or so delving into Excavation Earth. I'm ready to learn a new game. I've been holding off playing a game for the last few days because I want to play a new game, and it feels like, well, Excavation Earth is first past the post, therefore that's going to be the first new game I learn in 2021. So thank you for joining me on this journey through the contents of Excavation Earth. Really looking forward to delving into there. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, check out our other videos, and one final thought: if you can't find anybody else to play with, there's nothing wrong with playing with yourselves. Until next time, bye bye.